Well, we've got about 5 minutes left in this social media sprint, and we're going to be talking a little bit more tomorrow and Thursday, each day at the same time. But Sam, I want to give you a chance to just say, here's some bullet point best practices with Facebook. You're, consulting and coaching with people all the time. You get to see these trends even more than I do. The one big thing that I would say is the tip is do more Facebook Lives. The more that you can be getting good at speaking, at quickly saying, here's some bullet points around a very specific topic, that's something that's going to make you stand out. I would challenge anybody to do a Facebook Live every day for a week, and I guarantee you your friends or people that you know are going to be like, dang, you've been Facebook Living a lot. I know that that's going to happen. I did that own experiment with me. Sam, what are some quick tips that you would give people from the trends you're noticing with Facebook?
So just some basic things. I think having your logo as your profile picture, making sure nothing is cut off on your cover photo, making sure it's high quality, making sure you've added all your business information, that it's up to date, things like opening hours, location, link to your website, about your counseling practice. You want people to know within 3 seconds of landing on your Facebook page who you are and what you do. So have some of that critical information in your cover photo as well. And then just making sure that on your actual posts, you include your logo or your URL. Obviously, the nature of social media is for people to share things. So if they share your post, you want them to have your logo or your URL included. And then, yeah, keeping the descriptions short. If people want to click through for more information, obviously they can. And then just engaging with your audience. So if people comment, reply to their comments, also, liking, following other people that are relevant to your industry and engaging with their posts, and then also testing things and seeing what works. So posting at different times and then looking at your Facebook insights and seeing when you get more engagement over others, then adapting your content strategy accordingly.
That's awesome. A few other kind of things that Facebook business pages now offer is they have an automated reply that you can now have. So if someone sends you a Facebook message, then you can have it say, we do our best to keep up with messages. Please know that this is not HIPAA compliant or confidential. If you want to call our phone number or email us, here's those details. Facebook shows your responsiveness to other people as to how quickly you respond. And so that's really helpful in changing that, and to then get people that reach out to you that way to get a quick reply. If you don't have a website set up yet, I'd say getting your Facebook page set up. You may change your logo or those sorts of things over time, but that's something that you could get up this afternoon. I helped my brother-in-law, who's an ophthalmologist, get his whole Facebook page set up in about an hour and a half. And that was more because he didn't have his copy all kind of written out or understood who he wanted to write about. And so I would highly recommend getting that up. A couple of quick questions about Facebook Live. Do we do it from our business page or personal page or just business? So what you want to do is start by doing it regularly through your business page. Occasionally you can do it through your personal page, but it really depends on what your personal page is. If you're kind of promoting your activities on a regular basis, then I'd say you can keep doing that. If you're on there primarily around friends and family, that's going to get annoying to your friends and family to constantly see Facebook Lives from you that are about your business. But doing it once in a while, that's going to help remind your friends and family that you also do therapy. You also have this growing group practice. So when you're creating, the last question we're going to hit is how do you make sure that your logo and URL are being shared? Probably the best thing you can do is when you have photos that you post, put your logo right on that. Use something like Canva to make sure that there's that small watermark on there. You can also do that with videos and a number of other things. Welcome to the Social Media Sprint Day 2. Yesterday we talked all about having your why really be top of mind. Why are you on social media? What are you trying to do? Who are you trying to attract? Looking at your specialty and who is the decision maker there. And so, for example, if you work with kids, it might be mom or dad that are the decision makers. So you want to have more of your social media be around that. And so today we're going to dive deeper into LinkedIn and Pinterest. We're going to talk about some strategies. We're going to talk about some different things that maybe you don't know about it, or maybe things you do know. And so in covering that, a couple things that I thought about since yesterday, Sam, is how often people reach out to me to be someone who will like their counseling page on Facebook. And I wanted to quickly talk about that because that's such a terrible strategy. You really want to think about who it is that you're trying to attract. And then also, when you pay to reach people, you're then, if you have me like your page and you're in the middle of Idaho, you're then paying to reach my connections, which are not at all connected to you. And so you really want to look at who you're curating as the people that like your page, and really make sure they're local if that's what your main goal is. And so that's one way that people say, oh, I want to have 500 people like my Facebook page. But in reality, what I've seen is that ends up actually really diluting how focused you can be. Sam, do you see that as well?
Yeah, I think it's one of the negative, or the myths, as it were, one of the negative approaches that people have towards social media is that they think that the more followers you have, the more engagement or client acquisition you'll receive. But exactly like you say, I mean, unless it's targeted towards your ideal client, and unless you're ensuring that if you are taking part in the paid advertising, that your posts are targeted correctly by location and even age, according to your ideal client, then yeah, your engagement is going to be poor, because as you say, I mean, if you're getting me to like your page, but I'm not at all interested in your service, then there's really no point. So I'd say, yeah, people shouldn't focus so much on getting more followers, but rather follow like high quality followers that are actually going to engage with them.
Yeah, a couple strategies I also thought of after we were done yesterday for Facebook, and I want to just circle back because Facebook is kind of that bedrock social media that you should be on, is to look for businesses that are somewhat connected to you. So if it's a massage therapy clinic, if it's a children's pediatric clinic, if it's an attorney, to meet those people, to then like their pages, to give them shout outs on your page. Also announcing community events. Oftentimes, when you have a family or when you're a couple without kids, there's so many things going on in your community that if you're giving shout outs to these events, those event coordinators are going to start to notice that you're helping them get more people at their events. And so that's again, that idea of things that are loosely connected to what you're trying to achieve. And that's a better life. Really people come to counseling, they want to improve their lives. And so how do you do that beyond just saying come to counseling?